Yo, what up YouTube? This your boy fredthecorp. I'm back with another video. I just want to say thanks for all the love in the inbox. Everybody who subscribed, everybody who wants my advice. Just want to say appreciate it, and it means a lot. I'm very blessed to do what I do and give you guys this good old fantasy football. Today's video is going to be about tips for fantasy football 2011. A few things that I think you need to know this season when you're doing your draft or whatever. So let me get started. A lot of people have been hitting me up on draft strategy. What are some of the best draft strategies I think, or what they should do? Personally, the one that I've seen that's the most successful is taking 2 running backs early. Because you got people who take a quarterback in the first round, they tend to typically never win the championship or make the playoffs. Because you kind of handicap yourself when you take a quarterback early, because quarterbacks are so deep that you can afford to let quarterbacks go and get you a Phillip Rivers mad late. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think value. You gotta think that running backs, they get hit every play. They're more valuable than the quarterback in fantasy football. They get hurt a lot, so you're gonna need good running backs early, because for anything you end up with scrubs like Ronnie Brown. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want your starting running back to be like a Ronnie Brown. That's not good. So I would say get 2 running backs early. Get 2 top 10 running backs if you could. If you got the 10th pick, just go ahead and go running back. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And that's what I think. A lot of people go wide receiver, and it doesn't work out, because receivers, we learned with Andre Johnson last year. I drafted Andre Johnson, and there were some games that he disappeared. It happens. Randy Moss a few years back, goose egg. So you gotta be careful when you draft receivers. They're iffy. Another thing too is when you're drafting, there is a such thing as taking a defense too early and a kicker too early. First of all, never ever take a kicker before the 16th round. Just never take a kicker. Just don't even draft a kicker, as a matter of fact. Like, draft all players and then drop somebody before you get a kicker. Like, seriously, kickers, the difference between the number 1 kicker and the last kicker are like 10 points. So I gotta just let you know, don't think by you drafting the kicker early you're gonna win the league, because hello, no you're not. And defenses, yeah, you have your dominant defense. You have your dominating defenses like the Steelers. If you get a chance to get the Steelers in like the 6th round or something like that, then you may want to do that, because they will get you points. But as we should know, the number 1 defense in real life typically is not the number 1 defense in fantasy. And this is fantasy football. You're trying to win on a weekly basis, and so you could probably pick up a defense without even drafting one, and they could take off like the Tennessee Titans a couple years ago, or the Saints a couple years ago. I mean, defenses catch fire, bro. So don't think that you got to draft a defense with your 4th or 3rd pick. Like, oh my God, I want the Eagles. Namdi. Let me get the Eagles. No. Don't draft. Don't waste a valuable 3rd round pick, 4th round pick on the defense when you can get you a nice wide receiver like a Reggie Wayne or Brandon Marshall with that 3rd or 4th pick. So be smart. You're trying to win the league. You want to win the league, right? So be smart. Another thing too is don't buy into the rookie quarterbacks and running backs. As you can see, the Detroit Lions running back has went down. Whatever his name is, LaShawn, whatever. He's out for the season. He's a rookie. Somebody's probably drafted him already, and that's why you don't draft before preseason, and that's why you don't draft before the 3rd week of preseason. I only draft. I'm in the league. I'm the commissioner. my draft is August 27th, which is the third week of preseason, which is typically when you should draft. Third week or fourth week. Fourth week is pushing it, but third week you should want to draft by that time. Don't draft in the spring. Don't draft early June, late July. Don't do that. Don't draft early August. Don't. And don't buy into the rookie quarterbacks, Cam Newtons, the Blaine Gabberts. Don't. If you're gonna get you a quarterback, don't wait too long to get a quarterback. I mean, don't get one early, but don't wait too long. I mean, you want to get you a decent quarterback, like a Phillip Rivers. You know what I'm saying? You want something decent, or else you may end up with the Jay Cutlers and Donovan McNabbs of the world, and you don't know what's going on. So try to get you something nice. And another thing is sleepers. A lot of people don't know what sleepers are. Sleepers are guys that you know are gonna boom, and everybody don't know, and you just got this guy in your back pocket. You've done all your research, you know what I'm saying? But what kills a sleeper value is when you draft a sleeper too early. So you got to know when to get this guy. So if you in the draft, first of all, don't tell anybody you like the guy. Don't even let anybody know you're thinking about drafting this guy, because if they even think somebody will take him, trust me. I've been in the draft where the player that I wanted got stolen right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? It's a tragedy. So when you have this sleeper, you wanna, you know what I'm saying, wait it out, get a feel for it, and then draft him in the right round. But make sure you draft him. You gotta draft a sleeper, because if somebody else gets the Garrett Blunt like last year, or Adrian Foster, you're gonna be pissed off and you're gonna hate your life for the whole fantasy season, because you was the guy who thought about drafting Peyton Hillis and you chose Ricky Williams. So don't do that. Don't be that guy. Be smart, be logical, and do what you need to do. And back to defenses. There's pretty much two or three dominant defenses. You know, Pittsburgh, the Jets. They dominate every year. They get a certain amount of points, but don't just think that you could pick up like the Detroit Lions and play that defense every week. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because in fantasy, it's weird. You know, you can't just randomly pick up defenses like the Cardinals. Don't be a homer. If you like the Cardinals as a team, that doesn't mean you need to pick their defense up. So be careful when you selecting defenses. You can never go wrong with the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to be picking the Eagles and the Jets. So if the Steelers slip to you, you got a golden gem. Because I know the Steelers are not going to be the first defense drafted. When they should be the first defense drafted, it should be Pittsburgh. But everybody's probably going to be drafting Philadelphia and the Jets because they got big name players, Rex Ryan, blah, blah, blah. So try to get the Steelers defense. They're going to do big things once again. A lot of sacks, a lot of interceptions, everything you need. Mike Wallace, kick returns, punt returns. It's a good defense. And also too, another big thing, after you selected your team, and you're in the week ready to play your opponent, don't set your lineup. Wait to set your lineup till about Sunday, early in the morning or late Saturday night, because I'm gonna tell you why. People, you will lose a few games because you set your lineup early and it dictated how your opponent set his lineup. I've had that happen, where someone changes out a player because you put in a certain player. So you can F yourself by setting your lineup too early and letting this guy get a whole week to think about who he should play on you. So be careful on when you set your lineup. Me, what I do is I make it all blank. I just make it all blank and I leave like the kicker in. They don't know who I'm starting, what I'm doing, who I'm picking up. I leave them clueless. I like to make my opponent hate me. Don't want to play me like you hate me. Like when you look at me and you look at my name, I don't have no team. I'm just chilling. You don't know what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing, who I'm gonna play. Of course, you're gonna probably know what quarterback I'm gonna play, but still, you don't know who I'm gonna put in as my third running back or my flex. You don't know anything. You don't know what defense, what kicker. So go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's just a few tips I wanted to give you guys. No, I haven't posted a video in a while, but everybody keep subscribing. Also, too, man, if you got Facebook, hit me up on Facebook. I got a whole page where I do fantasy. We talk sports. I got a whole little group thing going on. Trying to get more people. The more people to talk about football, the more I love life. I'm all about football. So if you got Facebook, just send me a message with your email or whatever, and we'll swap it out. I'll give you the link, the info, all that to join the page. But yeah, this your boy Fred the Corp, man. And I'm signing out. Peace.